What if I told you the greatest theft in history wasn't of gold or jewels or kingdoms, but of fire itself? This is the story of the Titan Prometheus, the god who looked at humanity's weakness, stared Olympus in the face, and decided to steal what only the gods were meant to have: fire. A single act that would light the path of civilization and chain him to eternal torment. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you will never see fire the same way again. Before we dive in, if you love stories that reveal the hidden truths of ancient myths, make sure you subscribe. It helps keep these legends alive. Now let's step into a world where titans battled gods, and one rebel stood between mankind and eternal darkness. In the beginning, the gods lived high on Mount Olympus. Their thrones gleamed, their feasts never ended, and their power stretched across heaven and earth. Below them, mankind struggled, naked, hungry, helpless. Imagine a world with no fire, no warmth on cold nights, no flame to cook food, no light to chase away the shadows. To the gods, humans were little more than toys, fragile, short-lived creatures who depended on divine mercy. But to Prometheus, things looked different. Prometheus was no ordinary titan. His name itself meant forethought. He could see what others could not. And when he looked at humanity, he saw not weakness, but potential. Why, he thought, should mankind crawl in the dirt while Olympus drowns in luxury? This thought grew into defiance, and defiance into a dangerous plan. But before we get to the theft, you need to understand who Prometheus really was. He was a titan, born from the ancient race that ruled before Zeus and his brothers. When the great war between Titans and Olympians tore the world apart, Prometheus chose not to fight against Zeus. Instead, he used his wisdom to advise the king of gods. He even helped Olympus win the war. Zeus at first trusted him, but trust between gods never lasts, because soon after, a problem arose. The problem was this: the gods demanded offerings from humans. Animals were sacrificed, feasts burned on altars, smoke rising into the skies as tribute. But Zeus wanted the best portions for himself. Prometheus didn't agree, so he devised a trick. He slaughtered an ox, divided it into 2 piles, one heap of bones wrapped in fat, looking rich and tempting. The other, juicy meat hidden under the stomach lining, looking worthless. "Choose, Zeus," Prometheus said with a sly smile. Zeus, proud and greedy, picked the shining pile of fat and bones. When he realized the deception, his fury burned hotter than any flame. "Very well," Zeus declared. "If mankind sides with Prometheus, let them starve. Let them freeze." And so Zeus took fire away from the earth. Picture it: villages plunged into darkness, smoke vanished from the skies, people shivered, teeth chattering, food rotting raw. The nights grew longer, the shadows thicker. Humanity teetered on the edge of extinction, but Prometheus could not stand by. His heart ached watching them suffer. And so, he made his choice. Under the cover of night, he climbed the heights of Olympus. Every step dangerous, every shadow a potential spy. He passed the golden halls of the gods, the endless flames burning in their braziers, forbidden to mortals. And there, in the forge of Hephaestus, the god of fire, Prometheus saw it, the eternal flame, a fire that never died. He reached out, his hands trembling not from fear, but from knowing the weight of his act. He stole a glowing ember, hid it inside a hollow reed, and descended the mountain. When he placed it in mankind's hands, the world changed forever. Flames roared, cooking food, warming homes, driving away predators. Villages grew into cities. Fear turned into power. Humanity was no longer a plaything of the gods. They were creators, builders, dreamers. Prometheus had given them the spark of civilization. But he had also lit the fire of Zeus's wrath. The king of the gods was not blind. He saw the smoke rising once more from the earth. He heard the crackle of fire in mortal homes, and his rage thundered louder than storms. "Prometheus!" Zeus roared. "You dare betray me?" The gods trembled at his fury, but Prometheus stood firm. "I gave them what you denied. I gave them hope." Zeus's eyes burned with lightning. "Then you will learn what it means to defy Olympus." And so came the punishment. Prometheus was dragged in chains to the edge of the world, to a lonely peak in the Caucasus Mountains. There, the winds howled, the sky stretched endless, and no soul lived nearby. He was bound with unbreakable chains, his arms stretched wide, nailed against the rock. And every day, as the sun rose, an eagle, the monstrous bird of Zeus, swooped down. Its wings cast a shadow across the mountain. Its beak tore into Prometheus's side, feasting on his liver. His screams echoed through valleys. His agony never ended, because at night his wound healed, and at dawn the eagle returned. Day after day, year after year, century after century, Prometheus, the savior of mankind, became the eternal victim of divine vengeance. But here lies the irony. Zeus wanted to make Prometheus an example, to warn all who would dare to rebel. Yet the punishment only made his story stronger. Humans remembered him not as a criminal, but as their champion, the bringer of fire, the one who suffered so that they might rise. And over time, whispers grew. Could Prometheus be freed? Was there hope even against Zeus? The myths tell us that one day a hero would come. Heracles, son of Zeus, destined to perform great labors. On his journey, he found Prometheus chained to the rock, his body torn, his spirit unbroken. Moved by his suffering, Heracles raised his bow and shot down the eagle. With a single arrow, centuries of torment ended. Zeus, seeing the courage of his son, allowed the chains to be broken. Prometheus was free. But freedom came with a price. The gods never forgot his defiance. Even in his release, Prometheus stood as a reminder that even Olympus could be challenged. And mankind thrived because of him. With fire, they forged weapons, built cities, shaped art, and chased knowledge. Some say Prometheus gave not just fire, but the very spirit of rebellion, the courage to question, to challenge, to create. Think about it. Without Prometheus, would humanity have risen at all? Or would we still be huddled in caves, praying for scraps from Olympus? This is why his story endures. Prometheus was not the strongest titan. He was not the mightiest warrior. But he was the one who chose to suffer for something greater. His defiance gave birth to civilization. His chains gave birth to legend. And even today, when we light a fire, when we strike a match, when we stare at the glow of a screen, we carry his gift. The question is, was it worth the price? Would you have had the courage to steal fire from the gods, knowing you'd suffer forever? Or would you have let mankind fade in the dark? That choice, my friends, is the flame Prometheus left burning inside us all. If you enjoyed this story of rebellion, sacrifice, and fire, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss the next legend that changed the world.